thank you so much for being here. My name is Nosa. I will be your facilitator for the emotional awareness training. And before we begin, I'd like for each of us to just go around, say your name and what you would like to get from the emotional awareness training.
Hi, my name is Kristen, and I'm hoping to learn how to better harness my emotions so I don't let the wrong one out at the wrong time.
Okay.
My name is Mario. I'd like to maybe learn how to better understand and deal with other people's emotions in a difficult situation so that we can get along better, work together better, and resolve situations in a better, more positive way.
Okay.
Hey, my name is Anthony, and I want to look at techniques to handle emotions specifically in the workplace.
Okay. All right, so it sounds like we want to be able to understand our emotions and be able to call on those emotions at the right time, right? We also want to understand emotions and how they play out in different relationships. And it also looks like we want to see how emotions can work in the workplace. All right, well, fantastic. So we have an emotional awareness exercise that each of you can participate in. What I want you to do is take maybe 1 or 2 minutes to think about a time that you felt confident. Each of you has a sheet of paper and a pen if you want to jot down some notes, but it shouldn't take too long. Think of a time when you were confident, and then maybe just bring your pen down when you're done. Thank you. Consider where you were, who's around you, and maybe some other feelings that came up when you felt that way. So it looks like everybody's finished. Who would like to share first?
Well, I thought about a job interview that I had,
Okay.
that I had done a lot of preparation for, and I practiced the interview questions ahead of time.
Okay.
So when it finally came and I faced my managers, I was feeling very confident because I put the work in.
Okay. Awesome.
Similar, I was presenting in front of all of my coworkers at our network training day. And like Kristen, I just felt like I really knew what I was talking about, so I felt prepared, and that made me feel confident. I also was comfortable with the audience. I was in a comfortable place in the school gym, and I think all of those things all together, although I was nervous to speak in front of everybody, but knowing that I knew what I was doing really helped me. And seeing familiar faces.
Okay, so it sounds like similar to Kristen, both preparation and then kind of being in a space where you know a lot of the people there helped you feel confident.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Anthony?
In a somewhat similar situation, I had a coworker who could not conduct a training, so I was called upon to do the training. And I didn't know what the topic was at the time, so it was kind of, I'm gonna say nerve-wracking, but it was kind of intimidating to do. But once I seen the topic and how familiar I was with it, I was able to do the training without issues and then use experience that I've been through and implement that in that training, so it all worked out.
Okay, so it sounds like you were thrown in a random situation whereby you had to do a training on the spot when someone else kind of became sick or something, and you were able to take your own personal experience and train on that, and that's what left you feeling confident.
Yes.
Fantastic. So after having reflected like that, what did you get from the reflection? What did you get from thinking about the time when you were confident? What did that bring for you?
I started to feel positive emotions, and I felt kind of more confident right now, just reflecting on it.
All right, awesome.
For me, it was kind of remembering a time when I prepared and did a good job and I executed what I wanted to, is a reminder that if you prepare and you're comfortable and that you can execute just as well, then you can repeat it.
Okay.
Prepare the same way. And it's important to reflect on the wins.
Okay, so reflecting on the wins, okay.
And for me, it was like relief, because seeing that you've been thrown in a situation and you got through it, you did everything the way you're supposed to do. It kind of, like I said, it provides relief for me. That way, if I have another situation like that, I can always look back on and reflect on that.
I love that you said that if you have another situation like that, you can reflect on it and come back to that. And so that was the main point of this training, right? That is a big why of the training, is that you can take a moment to reflect, right, and bring those emotions into the present, right? So if it's preparing for a job interview, considering those things that you did to prepare, if it's preparing for a presentation, right, or if it's preparing for a training or jumping into a training, kind of going over your experiences. Okay, so given everything that we've learned today, how do you all plan to implement this in your own lives?
Well, I think it'll be very beneficial in relationships, friendships, even like during the morning commute, to maybe when you find yourself getting stressed out, to think about a time where you weren't so stressed out and try to bring those calming feelings to the present moment.
Okay.
For me, I think not only from reflecting on previous situations and the emotions that situation brought up can be helpful for you and guide you on your actions, but I think understanding somebody else's emotions and putting yourself when you were in a similar situation can help you be more empathetic and then, find a resolution easier because you know where they're coming from and you can be more.
All right, so it sounds like what you're saying is like considering where someone else is coming from, using your own experiences and kind of putting yourself in those shoes based on your experiences, considering the situation.
Yes.
Okay.
I think for me, in relevance to like the workplace, just taking that pause and reflecting can kind of give me a minute to clear my head, assess the situation, and have the confidence that I've been in the situation before and I can come through it without any issues.
All right, sounds awesome. So you all have the tools that you need. Thank you all so much for participating, and I'll see you at the next emotional awareness training.
Thank you.
Thank you.